Good evening and welcome to the Whiskey Lover Society with me, Gert Retief, and tonight, sample night. These ones that I'm going to sample, well, the two twin brothers that I'm going to sample, it's a little bit expensive, more than 200 euros for a bottle. Of course, there's no way in hell that I'm paying that. But of course, that is the Glenfiddich 19-year-old. It is from the Discovery series. In this particular one, nice dram that I got from my online store that graciously sent me a bottle of the Madeira cask finish. Well, not graciously, I had to pay for it. Quite expensive for a small bottle of whiskey, but considering more than 200 euros for a bottle, I was willing to pay a small amount just to give it a taste. And of course, I also bought the bourbon cask finish, also 19-year-old. It is both single malt, and they are both bottled at a measly 40% ABV. It's a little bit of a shame that you make a fantastic product and then you bottled at 40% ABV. So a little bit for the mass market, well, I'm not so sure about that. 200 euros for a bottle, if you can find it, bloody expensive. 19-year-old, just as a comparison, the number 6 is the Madeira cask, and the bourbon cask is number 7. And if I show you the color of it, not much in the color, quite similar color-wise, but we will do a little bit of a side-by-side comparison in the next video when I do the review of the ex-bourbon casks. So I'm just going to give this one a quick pour. Short video, just my initial thoughts on it. It is 19 years old, so sometimes it's a good idea to give it a little bit of a time in the glass to open up. But considering that this is a sample bottle that was sent to me, I presume there was quite a lot of oxidization already. And so I'm not going to give it a lot of time, but as soon as I open it up, even quite from a distance, I could smell the sweetness coming out of that. So this is matured in Madeira wine casks. Color-wise, there's a nice little golden color to it, maybe 18 karat gold. So nice color, and you expect that. Not sure about the color added with Glenfiddich, you don't really know. I didn't want to go too much into the website to find a lot of information. Most of the time they don't tell you about chill filtration, but I suspect that 40%. Definitely some chill filtration. Of course, they don't say anything about color added to the product. So, on the nose, cheers. It is really lovely on the nose. So I do get a lot of sweet, fruity notes on it. There's a little bit of a plums to it, a little bit of a raisiny note. There's a lovely sweetness, even a hint of a chocolate on the nose. There's a little bit of an almond or a nutty note on it, sugar-coated nuts. A little bit of a toffee note. Some nice vanilla. But there's a fruitiness, there's quite a lovely fruitiness. Also something similar to a baked apple with a little bit of a cinnamon on it, but a rich red apple that was baked. So a lot of sweetness. It does definitely smell the age. Even if you don't know the age and somebody will give you this one, there's no sharp edges. It is just a mellow whiskey. There's nothing that jumps out and try to dominate your nose. So lovely. There's a little bit of a woody note, a little bit of a furniture polish note, a little bit of an oaky note in it. but it's something like a newly stained piece of furniture that you get that little woody furniture polish note on it. Quite pleasant actually, especially if you grew up with a dad that made all the furniture himself. It takes me back. But it is 40%. So even if you agitate it, you don't get a lot of that alcohol of that 40%. But really pleasant. A little bit of a toffee apple note coming out. Ooh, it's really nice. So I do like the nose, and I knew I would gonna like the nose. So fantastic on the taste. Cheers. Now the taste is fantastic. I do like the taste. That woody furniture polish, that oaky note that you get on the nose definitely transfer into the taste. I get that oakiness on the taste, and it's like what I would think chewing on a oak barrel would taste like with some alcohol in it. Strange one, but it is actually pleasant. I taste the age in it. Still fruitiness, a little vanilla coming out, a little bit of like an apple cider, sweet apple cider, a little bit of an oakiness also appearing in the back, but not a bitterness. It is just the idea of oak, but not a bitter oak, which I'm not sure if it makes sense. But it gives a little bit of an oaky mouthfeel in the end. Let's just give it one more try. Definitely, you can smell the age and you can taste the age. It's all well rounded. Again, nothing jumps out. Nothing tries to dominate. It's a lovely sweetness in your mouth. A little bit of a toffee note coming out, a little bit of a fruit mixture coming out, a little bit of a raisins coming out, but it's not overly sweet, but it is sweet enough to make somebody that's got a sweet tooth quite happy. Just give it one more try. Love it. Definitely something that I would approve. Definitely something that I would tell you if you have an opportunity to get a bottle, or maybe just cheapskate way like I did, buy a sample bottle. Cost me around I think it was 10 or 13 euro for the sample. So quite expensive, but at least it was not 200 euros for a bottle, and at least I got to experience with something that's 19 years old. So give it a try. Let me know what you think about it. Have you tried it? Is it something that you would recommend? Is it something that you would recommend for me to buy a full bottle? I would love to buy a full bottle, I can tell you that. It also reminds me a little bit of the Grand Cru Glenfiddich. That was also fantastic. So quite similar to this one. So absolutely fantastic. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. And as always, remember to like and subscribe. And the next one, we will talk about the ex-bourbon cask. Cheers.